In this game, we'll see the Sacramento Kings against the Brooklyn Nets at Barclays Center. Kevin Harlan here, and I'm joined by Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg with David Aldridge on our sideline. Hey, Dave.
Well, James Harden is both famous and infamous with his skill at getting to the foul line. Some don't like it, but Harden says free throws are a part of basketball. Either you're going to foul me or I'm going to score. Putting the pressure on the defense like that is tough. That's what makes a good player. Kevin, no lies told there.
Well, no doubt, David, he is one of the best. Thank you. Let's take a look at our starters for Sacramento. Fox at the point with Hield to his side. They're the backcourt. Whiteside is out there with Jabari Parker. And it's Barnes in at the 3. And for Brooklyn, they've got Kyrie Irving. Joe Harris is out there with Luwawu. Then it's Harden. And it's Jordan in at the 5, roaming the paint. On opening night, Clark, both teams would love to start off, obviously, on a winning note.
Without question. I mean, setting that winning tone, gaining that confidence that comes from winning, and they all count. Wins today are just as important as wins that you get in March and April.
Now, here's Irving. This one for 3. And it's Hassan Whiteside with the rebound. Fox against Irving. Fox kicks to Parker. It's good. Parker's got the first points on the scoreboard for Sacramento.
And I like his muscular body. This guy is able to body up defenders and still get the shot that he wants. He's excellent at finishing through contact.
Harden's shot is off.
Boy, that is awesome defense, guys, against a capable finisher. Well done. I'm sure the coaches love that.
And he gets it to go.
Really sweet passing from Fox. He's a reliable floor general and has great vision on the court.
Here's Irving. Jabari Parker making his last shot. The pass to Harris. Just 5 to shoot. To the middle. Pass to Irving. Over Fox. Brooklyn now working with a new shot clock.
Still can't get anything going here after 3 tries.
And it's Fox with the jam.
How about the vertical from Fox? Throwing it down with authority. Go get it, young fella.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Harden's shot is off.
Boy, he knows he should have knocked that one down, especially with the defense not giving much of an effort.
Harris on the double team. And stolen by Kyrie Irving. Oh, and here we go. Irving's got it. The fast break chance. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
Every team looking to get easy ones in transition.
I think one of the best ways, guys, to score in transition is that quick hitter after the first burst.
Now here's Barnes. The three-pointer, no good. Here's Harris. Barnes grabs the miss.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
That one's not going to go. And Brooklyn will now go the other way with it. Their last meeting was in this building where they were able to come out on top.
Well, they coasted to the win in that one. Were dominant in the rebound department, and that was a huge factor.
And, you know, one of the things about winning the physical battle like they did in that game, it gives you a lot of confidence going into the next meeting. You know you can push this team around in the paint and win the physical battle.
And Jordan sends it back.
Hey, get that weak stuff out of here. Take it home. Jordan is fantastic at rejecting those kinds of shots.
Here's Fox. Drops in the layup for 2.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Now here's Irving. Passes it to Harden. Shoots. Let's keep it alive. The shot, no good. And it's Fox with the ball for the Sacramento Kings. Barnes passes to Fox. The dish now to Whiteside. And stolen by Jordan. Harris outside. And DeAndre Jordan throws it down.
Yeah, you got to respect the athletic reach of Jordan now. Throw it up, and he will bash in the alley-oop.
Now Fox. He's coming off a 28-point game against New Orleans.
And they were just struggling to stop him. They sent him to the line over and over, and the free throws were a big part of the game.
Outside Irving. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen. Let's take a look at the players who were the best on the glass a season ago. DeAndre Jordan, third.
What a season he had in the paint. I mean, his rebounding numbers really mind-boggling. Who wouldn't love to have a guy like that?
Irving against Fox. And it's Irving with the rebound.
And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backcourt.
And the trend they'd love to continue right through the next 3 quarters as well, Greg.
Here's Hield. James Harden picking up that last basket. And here is Hield. 11-point game his last outing. But they'll get another chance. Parker looking around. Parker double team. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. And so it's Brooklyn with it. Right side dishes to Fox. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. Fox has got 6. Nets trail by 5. Irving with it. Now here's Harden. Jordan the pass to Luau. Good D by Parker. Poked away. Here is Harden. He's coming off a 37-point game against Golden State.
And it was an unselfish night for him as well. He got plenty of assists to go along with all those points.
A shot by Jordan, no good. Kings leading now by 5.
You know, for a team like the Nets, building without top picks, player development becomes critical. I mean, the Nets have made that a key focus for their franchise, and you can see the results paying dividends now.
Pass to Irving, kicks it out to Harden. Lobs it up for Jordan, and DeAndre Jordan throws it down.
Hey, we know Harden can score, but he also has great vision.
Mark, you were talking about the Nets player development. Guys like Spencer Dinwiddie and Joe Harris were signed as free agents.
Yeah, and you know, guys, a coaching staff dedicated to taking them to the next level in terms of improvement and player development. The investment they make in their top-notch training facility, all of that focus paying off for them.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
Pretty clear they're dominating that area. They've come out with a lot more energy and effort so far.
Now Barnes. James Harden missing on the 3. Now the pass to Fox. Irving with the ball. Now guarded by Fox. And Harden with the basket on the assist by Irving. And it's now only a 1-point Kings lead.
You know what? Struggling a little bit, but I do command the effort. 2 of 8 from the field. Let's see if that one gets him going.
So the Kings call timeout. They're first.
And really, for a long time, the specter hanging over Buddy Hield was he's the player who was traded for DeMarcus Cousins. Hard billing to live up to, but he has made some giant leaps with his development.
Sacramento making a switch here. Bagley's checked in.
And checking out some numbers for Irving. Great showing for him last season. 11th in assists, 13th in steals, and he ranked in the top 15 in points per game, one of the league's premier offensive threats.
And he was the consummate playmaker last season. Completely unselfish, always had his head up, looking for the open man. Just 4 to shoot. Barnes finds Bagley. Over Harris, Bagley with the bucket.
Well, he could have earned some style points there, but he really doesn't need to use the fadeaway when he's that wide open.
And so it's Irving. He brings it up for Brooklyn. It's a 3-point game. Harden's shot is off. For Sacramento, they've gotten 7 of their first 16 field goal attempts to go down here in the first. Fox passes to Whiteside. Dishes to Barnes. Kicks to Fox. Pass to Whiteside. Over Jordan. Whiteside, no good.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
Harden's shot is off.
Boy, just cannot buy a bucket, guys. I'll tell you what, that's a painful quarter for him, and it's painful for me to watch, too.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Well, some ups and downs for Marvin Bagley in that rookie campaign with the Kings, but you could see the flashes of potential and the tremendous work ethic when he was out on that floor.
And the first one drops. And with Bagley, the mobility he showed for his size is really what impresses you.
And that blend of size and speed is why many feel like he could play across the entire front line. Wasn't in the Rookie of the Year race, but in a few years, he could be right there with the best of the best from that 2018 class.
And so Bagley nails them both. Clark, among the bigs, which one do you think runs the floor the best?
Boy, I tell you, Anthony Davis is gazelle-like, and this guy is north of 7 feet tall and is just agile and quick in getting up and down. I think I'd put him at the top of the list. Clint Capella is in that category, and Giannis Antetokounmpo as well, but a lot of times he has the ball and is taking it rack to rack.
He does. He brings it up like a guard, and no one can stop him.
Nobody can stop him. Gets coming downhill.
And that's such good work to make this a one-possession game. Terrific steal to get it all started.
Healed outside. At the elbow, it's Whiteside. On the wing, Hield. Guarded by Harden. Again, the miss by the Kings.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
Yeah, sensational is a really good word for it, Greg. They're tearing it up on the glass.
And Irving is comfortable running the offense. When a teammate's open, he's quick to whip it around and get him a good look.
Now, here's Fox. 6 points for him. Barnes outside. Releases. Connects. The jumper drops. Barnes has got 5 points so far.
Gets one to fall, but only his second make in the first 7 attempts.
Irving passes to Harden. A minute 42 left to play here in the first.
A really good rebound in traffic. That's what the big fella's there for.
Passes it to Fox. Here's Whiteside, and terrific work on the offensive glass, and he picks up 2.
And the presence of Whiteside in the paint, really unreal. He is a dominant figure down low. Great work to grab that second chance opportunity.
Now, here is Irving from deep Harden. Sacramento grabs the miss. Whiteside's got rebound number 12 now. Tenacity on the glass. Here's Fox. The shot will not fall. Great D that time from Irving. Nets trail by 3. Pops it up for Jordan. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Here's Barnes. Good, nice job down low. Barnes has got his third basket of the night.
Barnes quickly leaking out there. He's always trying to get some easy buckets, easy points, and as a result, he's able to beat defenders sometimes.
And here's Harden for three, and it's Whiteside with the rebound.
Misfires again, and the ball just refuses to cooperate with him. It's a tough day so far.
Hield can't hit. And so it's Harden bringing it up for the Brooklyn Nets, trailing by 5. There's the three. Up again. Jordan can't hit the putback. And so the first quarter is in the books. Kings ahead, leading by 5. Live from Brooklyn, New York, you're watching 2K Sports. One of the league's best point guards, Kyrie Irving, had this to say about his competition.
In 2011, I came into a league where the point guard position was still being revolutionized, and now guys are solidifying that spot every single year. There are young guys coming in, but now we have established point guards that are franchise-changing point guards. And for me, having that competitive drive every single game, I know I'm going against an elite point guard every single game. So I think that now coming into the league, it's a lot different than it was before.
Some say, Greg, a golden age at the point guard position.
Yeah, and Irving right there with the best of them. He embraces the challenge.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And when you consider how the Kings are doing, guys, what are your thoughts?
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, you look at the energy, the effort defensively. They put it all out there in that opening quarter.
We've got Spencer Dinwiddie. He's out there with Irving. Harris is out there with Jordan. And it's Claxton in at the 4. So that's the Nets 5. Now, here's Bjelica. 7-point game, the biggest lead in the game. And Irving comes to help. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. And so here's Sacramento. Holmes kicks to Bagley. Fox against Irving. 5 on the clock. Fox passes to Bembry from deep three-point range. Rebounded by the Nets. Jordan's got 6 rebounds in the game. And on the way from Irving for 3. It's good from long range. Irving's got 7 points in the game.
I love the three-point shooting of Irving. Excellent at dialing it in from deep, and you've got to respect his range.
And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, Kenny Atkinson, who's a native of Long Island, now has his dream job, coaching the Brooklyn Nets. He doesn't need praise or recognition. Instead, he's fueled by the fear of failure. He says, I always feel like I'm one banana peel away from never being in the NBA again. But Kevin, he's got his team playing with that same determination.
David, he sure does. Thank you very much. The wide open look here for Fox. He trains the quick shot. Fox has got 4 this quarter.
And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches.
Here's Dinwiddie. Second chance effort. And with that shot, the Kings lead is cut down now to just 4 in the basket from DeAndre Jordan.
Yeah, Jordan is aggressive as a rebounder. He uses his massive body, athleticism, and long arms to wreak havoc on the glass.
Fox, no good. The Nets have gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second. Right wing. Dinwiddie surveying the floor. Pass to Irving from deep. Rebounded by Holmes.
And you could tell he thought he had a little more space, but the defender was right there.
You know, that's a trademark of his defense. Quick to react, close down the shooter, and then affect the shot.
And Clark, when you were playing, I imagine the pre-draft process was a lot different than it is today.
No doubt about it. I mean, I came out in 1982 after my junior year, Kevin, and at that time, if you were a guy who was declaring early, you basically just had to go on whatever knowledge and information you could get from whoever, because there was no allowing you weren't allowed to go to a workout. Teams could interview you, but there were no on-court workouts, so it was totally different than today.
And one of the youngest rookies when he came into the NBA, Bagley reclassified in high school so he could get to college a year early.
And that one goes in, 2 from the line that time.
Really always a plus to have a big guy stroke it from the line like that. The soft touch on full display.
The pass to Claxton. Lobs it up for Jordan. And it's Sacramento with the rebound.
And they continue to control the glass.
Guys, I think they've simply been the more physical team, and that's why they're ahead.
It's deflected. And now the fast break, Irving with the ball.
Set up on a platter that time by Harris. A room service dime right there.
Kings leading now by 4. Here's Bembry. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Here's Fox. And it's wide right. It's off the rim. The Nets have gone 3 of 7 shooting the ball here in the second quarter. Corner shot. And Irving with the basket on the assist by Harris. Harris has got his 3rd assist on the night. Pass to Bagley. It's hauled in by Claxton. Dinwiddie outside. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. Marvin Bagley picks one up.
You know, before becoming the 38th pick in the 2014 NBA draft, Dinwiddie played 3 really good years of collegiate basketball at Colorado.
And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for the Kings.
They've been making some really nice passes out there. Excellent passing. That could set the tone for the rest of the game.
Yeah, they're showing some muscle also in the first half as well, and getting a lot of their points in the paint. Really like the balance they've shown.
And the 6'6" point guard, Spencer Dinwiddie, 2nd-round pick of the Detroit Pistons in 2014. You know, Greg, they might have wished they held on to him.
One of the most improved players in our league. Last season, he signed that 4-year, $48 million extension from the Nets, rewarding his growth.
And at 6'6", Spencer Dinwiddie's tall for a point guard, but Clark, despite his size, very slippery off the dribble.
Yeah, he's ill-like when you talk about him off the dribble, guys. I mean, excellent change of pace, and he's got a quick first step. And once he gets in the lane, his size helps him be a good finisher.
Now, here's Dinwiddie. Following the missed shot by De'Aaron Fox. And the rejection by Holmes. In the corner, it's Harris. Shoots over Fox. A nice shot by Harris. Harris has got the lead up to 2 now for Brooklyn.
And, Kevin, they've dialed up their activity this quarter. We're seeing them convert a lot of those second chance opportunities.
Well, the hustle and the effort, the persistence, all of that paying off in a big way. And that's something that makes a coach smile.
Now, here's Fox. He's got 10. Pass to Bagley. To halt the run, and Jordan sends it back. Lobs it up for Jordan, and stolen by Bielitsa. Here's Fox, kept alive, and Holmes throws it down.
Good to see a player going all out when the game's this tight.
You know, G.A., he knows what his job is, patrol the offensive glass.
You know, that time I thought he did it with authority. Tremendous putback at a time when they really need it.
Here's Luwawu. No good on the triple. Sacramento's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. And he uses the glass on the lane. Bembry's got his first points of the night.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Now Harris. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Golden State. Bielitsa against Dinwiddie. And the rejection by Holmes. 3-on-3. Trying to break that ice-cold streak. Jordan with the rebound. Jordan's got rebound number 12 here already in the game. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Mark, a big part of your game was rebounding. You controlled the glass so well. What's one thing you would tell young viewers if they wanted to improve their rebounding?
You know, I'm a little bit out of the norm here, but the biggest thing to me for rebounding is pursuing the ball.
Take a break.
Boxing out is important,
2 shots.
but pursuing the ball and good timing are the most important elements of rebounding. And that's what I would have players focus on. Pursue the ball.
The first one falls. And good on the second, so he makes them both. And for the Kings, they're shooting a meager 37% for the game. Outside, Fox. Pass to Bagley. Shot from the low block. It's hauled in by DeAndre Jordan. Jordan's got rebound number 13 with that last one. Luwawu Cabarro kicks to Harris. There's the feed to Dinwiddie. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Deep. And it's Sacramento with the rebound.
He is 0 for his last however many this quarter, guys. Might need to get him out and let him settle down a bit here.
Holmes, good.
No defensive pressure at all. I mean, that's not going to get it done against him.
Brooklyn's gone 1 of 6 from three-point land in the second quarter. Less than 20%. But they continue to let him fly. And now it's a look at the 2K leaderboard with the list of the NBA's best fast break teams from a season ago. Number 1, the Kings.
Do they love to run? I mean, nobody did it better. They would get out in the lanes and push the ball even after makes.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First one falls for him.
That's a great job getting to the line here. You know, he didn't have a single attempt in that first quarter because I thought he was tentative. Much more aggressive here in the second.
And the Nets making a change here. Harden's checked in. Sacramento also making some changes. Harrison Barnes, he's checked in for Bielitsa. And Hield subbed in for Bembry. He hits both from the strike. Sacramento's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Fox against Irving. Three-pointer, Hield. Rebound, Brooklyn. Jordan's got 14. Yep, 14 rebounds for him tonight. Wow. Chalk up 2 there.
Well, Harris showing you he's unafraid to mix it up in there sometimes, which is a good way to balance his attack.
Fox against Irving. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for the Nets.
It looks like they're ready to run, fellas. I mean, they haven't hesitated at all to get out on the break so far.
And also defensively, they've been able to cause some turnovers tonight, and that also builds confidence and gives you momentum.
First free throw is good.
And season 4 for Coach Kenny Atkinson with the Nets. You got to be impressed with the job he's done in Brooklyn.
Yeah, you know, Kenny is a hard worker. He's a bit of a grinder if you were trying to term what category he might fit into. And you see that in his team. And, you know, he admits it. He's getting better just like his players are. And that's a great, great statement because we're all hopefully getting better as we move forward. Boy, I like the focus and unselfishness Fox brings to the court. A strong defender with lightning-quick reflexes in every spot.
But they recover it. Jordan and DeAndre Jordan throws it down. That gives him the double-double. 10 points and 15 rebounds.
And able to pad his stats a little bit there on that play, the board and the bucket.
And you know, Greg, that'll put him in the good graces of that coaching staff, too. My goodness.
Kevin and Greg, hard work on the offensive glass always does that. I mean, his fans will remember the dunk, but the coaches love the rebound.
Irving finds Harris. Outside Jordan from deep Harden. No good. Now Sacramento takes it the other way, and the call will be against Harris. That's foul number 2 for him. And so it's Bagley with it. He brings it up for the Kings. Harden against Hield. Barnes outside. And there's the pass to Bagley. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Fox. Sinks the triple. Now it's a 3-point Kings lead.
Man, I tell you what, when Fox is making threes, he's hard to guard. That's a part of his game he's got to continue to work on.
Pass to Harden. A 3. And it's Sacramento with the rebound.
He's been ice cold tonight. And, you know, you look at the scoreboard, guys, they really could have used his contribution.
Passes it to Fox. Outside, Bagley. Barnes against Harris. They get it back. Holmes. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's going to be on DeAndre Jordan. The Kings have made all of their free throws so far tonight, going 6 for 6.
And they shot their free throws at a measly 73% clip over the course of last season.
That free throw good from Holmes.
As we've gotten closer to halftime, their style has become more and more physical.
Boy, it certainly appears to be the case, Greg. I mean, they've spent a lot of time at the foul line this quarter, and that's the result of attacking the rim and being physical.
Garrett Temple has checked in for the Nets. Good on both. So for Sacramento, their last game, a loss to the Pelicans. Irving against Fox. Harden outside. And they get it. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. And it's 9 points for James Harden.
And Harden takes a lot of pride in being a hard matchup, a tough pump. I mean, he takes no time in shooting once he gets the pump.
To the wing on the left. Here's Fox. Again, the miss by the King.
No other way to put it. Just a poor shooting performance for him. But luckily, his teammates have picked up the slack.
And it's Irving missing. The Kings leading. To the left wing. Uncovered. And Fox gets it to go. Fox has got 17.
You know, throughout this quarter, guys, they've had no answer for him defensively. And he's been absolutely relentless.
Irving looking over the floor. Outside Jordan, and they double up Jordan. He kicks it to Temple. Shot clock at 5. Over Barnes. Temple can't get it to go. Sacramento leading by 4. Fires from deep. Barnes can't get it to go.
He hit 1 3 in the first, but the well has been totally dry for him in the second.
Here's Irving. Sweet little floater. He's got 13.
Boy, I tell you, I don't know if there's anybody better than Kyrie Irving close to the basket. He has a great feel for how to score inside.
Healed with it, and it's Harden picking him up. Jordan against Fox. Shoots the 3. Rebounded by Temple. The Nets shooting a meager 37% for the game. To the paint. Jordan dishes to Harden. Pass to Irving. A floater. And the rejection by Holmes. A big-time effort for De'Aaron Fox, providing a lot of energy for Sacramento. He comes away with 11 points in the quarter and is showing no signs of fatigue. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks a lot, Kyrie. What got you going in the first?
My teammates just bothered me setting good screens and just stay aggressive, not only for myself but for them. You know, we're kind of in a hole in the first quarter, kind of sluggish. Came out in the second quarter, kind of sluggish, but just got to pick it up on the defensive end. That's where it starts.
Kyrie, thanks for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here with Shaq and Kenny, and a favorite time of the year as we're halfway through one of the first games of this fresh NBA season. A pretty close game for the Kings throughout the first quarter. The biggest lead they were able to get out to during the first period was 6 points. The second quarter saw them lose just a fraction of the lead they held at the end of the first, as they're now ahead by 2 points at the half. What'd you think about Sacramento, Ken?
Well, there was one pleasant surprise, and that was the bench. They gave them a big lift. Those guys came into the game, they did all the dirty work, and they scored baskets.
And over to Shaq. What do you think about Brooklyn?
Ernie, they're taking way too many threes. The offense has no rhythm. They need to go back to the drawing board. Maybe try to get a little bit more transition, more off the pick and roll. Anything other than shooting that 3. It's not going.
And that's a wrap. With the third quarter approaching, we now send you back to Kevin and the crew.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. Without question, De'Aaron Fox displaying his skills today.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And you know what? I'll be interested to see just how much he's got left in the tank. That first half had to take a lot out of.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. On the floor for Sacramento, Hield and Vaughn are the 2 and the 3. Parker out there with Whiteside, and it's Fox in at the point guard position.
And pro move there. Finds a way to gain some separation against the much taller defender.
You know, your assumption would be that he'd be at a big disadvantage in that matchup, but you'd be assuming wrong.
And Greg, when you're discussing and comparing James Harden and what he's done these last few years, you have to do it on a very historic level.
He's going to go down as one of the best to ever play the game. His production is incredible, and the skill level really is groundbreaking. Easily the best off guard in the league.
Free throw good, James Harden. And with all the accolades that James Harden has accumulated in his career, Clark, the one thing missing is a championship ring.
And, you know, there's no guarantees for however great you are individually that you'll win a championship. We've got a lot of great players that weren't able to get that done. But, you know, when you think about it, that's one thing that's keeping him from being in the all-time great shooting guard conversation in the eyes of some. Team success is critically important. Championships add to your resume, but I think at the end of the day, when you maximize your individual contribution, that should be worth something in terms of your recognition and accolades.
The pass to Irving. Knocked away. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Irving. And the upcoming schedule for Brooklyn. On Friday, they'll face off against Paul George and the Los Angeles Clippers. Then on Sunday, they'll be facing Hassan Whiteside and the Sacramento Kings. The Kings shooting under 40% all in all for the game. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, after years and years of rebuilding, the Kings are finally a team on the rise, and they're earning respect. Draymond Green said they've got a lot of young talent, never quit. Probably the fastest team in the history of the NBA. Green said after he plays them, I leave the game exhausted. I go home, I'm dead. And Kevin, we know that Green is pretty accustomed to going all out.
David, he sure is. He's got a lot of engine in him. Thank you so much. Here's Fox. James Harden picking up that last basket. 13 feet away. The rebound by Luwawu.
Just 1 for 4 from the field, not the way they wanted to start the second half.
Moving against Fox. Harden outside for the lead. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. Irving's got his 4th assist in this one.
And you know, Harden is super reliable from outside the arc. He's got that sweet lefty stroke, and it's a thing of beauty to watch.
Now here's Barnes. 9 points in the game so far. The offensive rebound. Count that one, and the Nets lead has been cut down to 1 on the bucket from Whiteside.
Well, I love the way he goes after it there. I mean, and you've got to respect that. He's rewarded for his efforts of pursuing the ball.
Irving passes to Harden. Lobs it up for Jordan. It's tipped. Luwawu-Cabarrot kicks to Harris. Clock is at 3. That one doesn't drop. And Sacramento will go the other way with it. Right side, Fox. And it's Fox with the jam.
Kevin, I like when Barnes is focused on moving the ball. I mean, it makes his team better. I love his willingness to get that ball moving.
He finds Jordan. 3-pointer. Harden can't hit. The Kings have gone 3 of 7 on field goal attempts here in the second half. Hield the pass to Fox. Nobody near Irving. Buries it from 3-point range. Irving's got 16.
Yeah, there's 6 points on consecutive 3 balls. They're finding holes now in the D.
Fox kicks to Barnes. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Pass to Luwawu. The bucket is good. He'll have a chance for one more. It's on Jabari Parker.
And it looks like they left their defensive effort back in the locker room, guys. They just haven't had the same commitment here defensively in the second half.
The Nets have been a perfect 8 of 8 at the line. We've gone about 3.5 minutes into the third now. Barnes outside. Takes the 3. And that's collected by DeAndre Jordan. Jordan's got rebound number 19 now. Incredible board work.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the 2-hand flush.
They're going for the throat.
Now's the time to do it. Keep attacking that rim.
Now, here's Whiteside. Here's Barnes. And he drops in the layup off the glass. 11 points in the game.
Boy, the speed of Barnes, Kevin, blasts around defenders and gets to the bucket with ease. Nice.
Fox against Irving. Makes it off the glass. Irving's got the lead back up to 7 now for Brooklyn.
He does not lack for confidence, and he shouldn't. I mean, this guy is a dangerous scorer.
Here's Hield. Second shot opportunity, and it's laid in by Whiteside. Whiteside's got 6.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Yeah, still close, but with their tough play on the boards, we're certainly seeing the effort.
Now here is Harris. The kick out to Irving. Just 2 to shoot. For the 3. Rebound by the Kings. Fox has got 6 rebounds in the game. Nobody near Barnes. Good, and a nice assist from Fox. 14 points for Harrison Barnes.
He drilled 1 from deep in the first half, doing it again here in the second.
Harden the pass to Irving. It's Harden with the drive, and he drops in the layup off the glass. And the Nets lead by 4.
In addition to his strength, Harden has deceptive quickness. He just has this unique knack to get by whoever's guarding him because he's strong and crafty.
And it's Irving with the ball for the Brooklyn Nets. And Harden with the stop.
Outstanding distribution there. I mean, what impressive passing ability.
Fox against Irving. And the basket is good. And that's 21 points for De'Aaron Fox.
Man, he's got it going now. When he's in this kind of a zone, boy, he's fun to watch.
Outside Jordan. The Nets working the ball around now. Harris looking it over. Back to Jordan. And it's blocked by Whiteside.
And Whiteside takes great pride in rejecting shots. Outstanding at getting his arms up and denying shooters.
Now, here's Fox. 21 points in the game. Back to Hield. Over Irving. Goes back up. Whiteside, no good.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
And you know what? He's not going to give up an easy finish at the rim. I mean, that's just against his constitution.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now, Greg, they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen. Seems like he can't miss right now, guys. I mean, completely in the zone this quarter.
Here's Irving. Makes good on the step-back jumper. Irving's got 20 points.
He just exudes a love of the game, guys. You can see it in everything he does. This guy lives and breathes the game.
Now, here's Fox. 23 points in the game. Shoots from 14. A 3 from Barnes. Good, and a nice assist from Fox. Fox has got 6 assists here tonight.
He's starting to heat up from outside. That's his second this half.
Irving double team. Over to the wing. Lobs it up for Jordan. And slam dunk by Jordan.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop.
Well, I tell you what, they've got this team just a step away from being completely sleep.
Now a timeout called by Sacramento. And the Nets making a change here. Sampson's checked in. Then for the Kings, Harry Giles is checked in for Whiteside. And Bielitsa in for Barnes. And stolen by Kyrie Irving. He can't get that one. Good work defensively by Fox. The Kings trail by 5. Here's Hield. Good, and a nice assist from Fox. Hield's got his second basket of the game. Brooklyn's gone into the three-point range 4 times since halftime and buried 2 of them. Harden with it. Now guarded by Fox. From deep. Harden, no good. Kings shooting it well here in the third, about 50%. Bielitsa passes to Giles. And it's blocked by Jordan. Feeds it to Irving. And he finishes nicely on the layup. Irving's got 9 points now in just the second half. And look at how the hustle game has been going for the Nets.
We've seen them make the extra effort from a defensive standpoint, closing out airspace and sending shots back.
They haven't wasted time getting the ball up the court tonight either, and it's resulted in a lot of fast break points.
Here's Hield following the basket by Kyrie Irving. Just 3 to shoot. It's Bielitsa. And 3 off the mark. Nets leading by 5. On the wing, Irving. Passes it to Harden. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
I don't think there's anybody better than Harden converting through contact. Superb in that area because he's crafty, he's strong, and he's skilled.
And this is his second trip to the line tonight.
And 88 from the line a season ago. He was one of the best shooters in the league.
Yeah, you know, that was one spot where they didn't have to worry about him at all. I mean, at the free throw line, he was automatic.
Garrett Temple has checked in for the Nets. Spencer Dinwiddie comes in for Irving.
Impeccable from the line since halftime.
No misses yet. You can't do much better than that, guys.
Fox kicks to Hield. And here is Fox. He's got 23, and he gets the bucket.
Yeah, I like it. I like it. Fox continues to get better from the mid-range just the way he wants to.
Now here's Jordan. He's guarded closely. Dinwiddie. Good. Dinwiddie's got the lead up to 8 now for the Nets.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness, Greg. I mean, if they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
Now, here's Bielitsa. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
Here's Temple. They lead by 8. That's the biggest of the game. And Fox has it in the corner. His 3-pointers off the mark.
One made 3 formed for the game. Does he focus closer in? Let's see.
Harden's shot is good.
Boy, what a quarter for him. I mean, he's found his rhythm, and he's really riding that wave right now.
Now here's Hield. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Here's Fox. And that one goes long. And it's Harden with the ball for Brooklyn. There's 47 seconds left to play in the third. Temple the pass to Harden. Fires the 3. Sacramento grabs the miss.
And if they're thinking they can get a 2-for-1 here.
Well, we'll see if they have the awareness to realize that.
Pass to Giles. Dinwiddie against Fox. Out to Parker. And the pass to Hield. Back to Parker. Second chance shot. It's hauled in by DeAndre Jordan. Harden outside. Pulls it up. Can't get it to fall. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. Nets lead by 10. 2K Sports back in a moment here in Brooklyn. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, and with the accuracy to go along with that vision. I mean, he put the ball in the absolute perfect spot. That's how you orchestrate it.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth and final quarter. Harden out there with Spencer Dinwiddie. Then it's Garrett Temple, and it's Sampson in the power forward. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn.
Ferociousness from Harden, looking like he wants to tear the rim off.
The Kings trail by 12. Pass to Hield. At the top of the key, Len. He dishes it to Hield. Offensive rebound. Count that one. Len's got his first bucket of the night.
You've got to be aware of him at all times. He's a bully on the backboards.
Passes it to Harden. Len with the block. Right side, Fox. And it's Fox with the jam.
That should give him a nice little jolt.
Yeah, it has to. They need a jolt here.
And, you know, that's exactly what happens when you don't settle. That's the result. Tremendous effort and a big-time finish there.
Here's Temple. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Here's Claxton. Guarded by Len. Claxton no good.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
And you know what, guys? That will pump him up because he takes a ton of pride in what he does on defense.
Giles, that's good.
And all those second chance points have given them a boost here in the second half, and that's a great way to cut into the lead.
Pass to Claxton. Back to Dinwiddie. Here's Claxton. Down low. Harden outside. And again, it's the Nets missing.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
Here's Giles. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Shooting two.
First free throw is good.
This one. I didn't think it was going to happen for him, quite honestly, but they finally turned it on, turned it up a little bit. Now they've got to come up with some stops.
Dinwiddie with the bucket.
And offensively, they seem to have turned a corner.
Yeah, I don't know if it's coincidence or not, but a much better half since they changed hoops. And they're really looking strong here.
Here's Giles. Good, and a nice assist from Fox. Fox has got his 8th assist in the game.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
Dinwiddie against Fox. inside, and the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
Really nice job. Excellent there at analyzing the pick and roll. Give Dinwiddie any type of passing lane, and he'll take advantage of it.
Harris is checked in for the Nets. Whiteside's checked in for the Kings. Barnes comes in for Bielitsa. We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. Fox kicks to Hield. Pulls up on the elbow. They get the rebound. Whiteside, and it's slammed in by Whiteside.
And Hassan Whiteside in this deep, forget about it, Kevin. I mean, he's great at getting inside and finishing with force.
Harris against Barnes. Out to Harris from past the arc. Unable to get that one. And the Kings going the other way now. Here's Fox, and he banks in the layup. And it's now only a 1-point Nets lead.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Dinwiddie with it. Harden outside. High, arcing shot. Rebound by the Kings.
And he has definitely been struggling in this quarter.
You know, guys, it seems to me as though he's over anxious. He seems to be pressing, trying too hard, moving too fast. Just needs to calm himself down and wait for good shots.
There's Dinwiddie following the basket by Buddy Hield. Harden outside. Launches it. Hassan Whiteside grabs the miss.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
And he's got to find other ways to contribute then, because his shot making is not happening right now.
And Fox gets it to go.
He's certainly been their go-to guy when it matters most. He's trying to close this one out.
Hield against Harden. A floater, and it's Whiteside with the rebound.
Yeah, you know, guys, this has been far from his best game. A disappointing outing for both him and the team.
This team really feeds off of one another in terms of their energy.
Perhaps, Greg, some type of motivational speech at halftime got both of these teams fired up.
Now a timeout call by Brooklyn. And looking at the numbers for Whiteside the last few years, Greg, it seems like his production has come back down a bit.
And for a minute, Whiteside looked like he could be a dominant center, but he struggled since his great 2017 season. Shot selection has been hurting, and sometimes it feels like he is in his own way as a player.
Jordan, he's checked in for Brooklyn. Luwawu Cabarro comes in for Jakar Sampson. And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Hey, guys, I was able to catch Kenny Atkinson's message to his team. He told his guys the inside game is working, so stick with it. That means posting, slashing, getting to the rim, whatever produces these high percentage looks. Kevin, back to you.
Now here is Harris. Pocket two over Barnes. And again, no good by Brooklyn. Kings leading now by 5. Here's Hield. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
And, Greg, you know, the defense has been very slow to adapt. I mean, that's 10 straight points now inside.
And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Kings.
They've knocked down plenty of mid-range jumpers in this one. That's been big for them.
And also, guys, they take a lot of pride in their ability to rebound the basketball, especially on the offensive end.
Free throw drops for Hield.
We all know Hield can shoot it, but for him to get better, he's got to keep adding different dimensions to his game.
Now, here is Irving trying to end the drought. And it's Hassan Whiteside with the rebound.
And they hold a huge advantage on the backboard.
Greg, and that's been the key to this lead. I mean, they've really dominated the glass.
Barnes finds Fox. Here's Whiteside. Add another make to his scoring column. His 5th basket of the game. Now shooting 5 of 11.
And they've done some nice work as we've come down the stretch here in the final quarter.
Greg, you can feel the sense of urgency they have to get this thing closed out as soon as possible.
Bangs home the trifecta. 30 points for James Harden.
You know what? They may have to start spraying it around, guys. Just not shooting it well here in the 4th.
Timeout called by the Kings.
Dalawa tayo dito. Tapos, tayo dito. Okay. Nakatalo na lang. Okay na. Betul. Nabitasan. Nabitasan. Butas. Mega. Ay, ganun. Mega. Lipat lang. Bilagay na. Start natin yun.
And now we've got a moment for our Jordan Player of the Game, De'Aaron Fox.
And he's just been tearing them up all night long. I love the way he just took over the game and did not let up. Up over 30 points and scoring in all sorts of ways. That's the kind of offensive outburst they were hoping for.
If he could only contribute like this for them every night, you can't overstate how much better it makes this team when he has a game like this. And on the road, no less. Blindside dishes to Barnes. Fox with it. Picked up by Harris. Fox, no good. Nets trail by 7. Down low. Here's Luwawu. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. Irving's got 9 assists now tonight.
Yeah, you know, we've seen a much different version of him in this half, guys. He's been sharper, more focused, and more assertive.
Now here's Barnes. Jordan with the rebound.
Boy, you've really got to put those away, especially against soft interior defense.
Lobs it up for Jordan, and the dunk by Jordan.
You know, Harris has a really good all-around game, and I've been most impressed by his passing.
Kings leading now by 3. Fox passes to Hield. 16 feet away. A rebound by the Nets. Harris has got 5 rebounds tonight. To the middle. Irving against Fox. Irving double team. Harris kicks to Irving. Just 5 on the clock. To tie it up. Barnes grabs the miss. And now Barnes running the floor all by himself. And he makes that one. Barnes has got 12 points in just the second half.
It seems like they found their rhythm offensively, and they're shooting the ball much better out of the break.
Hey, I don't know if it was changing baskets or what, guys, but they clearly look a lot better offensively.
And you want them taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Well, you don't want to give him any open shots at this stage. Never mind the layup. Come on now. My goodness.
Parker's shot is off. And it's Harris with the ball for Brooklyn. Here's Luwawu. Good D by Parker.
And they've had the edge in rebounding all night long, and none bigger than that one right there.
And guys, you've seen it countless times. In a close game, hustle plays can really make the difference.
Now here's Whiteside. Hits the target from 18 feet. And the Kings lead by 5.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
Harden against Hield. And James Harden, good for 3. Harden's got 33.
And such a clutch shooter. I mean, he lives with a big shot. And when he's rolling like this, watch out.
Now, here's Whiteside. Now the dish to Hield. The rebound by Luwawu. Luwalu's got rebound number 5 here tonight. And they're unable to get the tying basket there. To the paint. Now here's the fast break. Parker leading the way.
Really impressed by the attitude of Parker. Commanding the rock in crucial moments. That's big.
Nets trail by 4. Here is Harden. There's the triple. Second chance effort. And Jordan with a nice inside bucket. Jordan's got 4 points in the quarter.
Jordan very efficient in the paint because of his length. Close to the bucket, he's hard to deal with.
Harris against Barnes. 1:11 left in the fourth. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Barnes has got 14 points here in the second half. One item that stood out, their ball movement.
Things are definitely clicking, and more importantly, it makes it really hard to defend.
Here's Hield. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's going to be on James Harden.
Yeah, easy call.
Yeah, you can hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
He drops the first one, and that puts them up by 5. And so both free throws are good, and it's a 6-point ball game.
And he just garnered a little bit more insurance there. Very confident that he's able to go up and knock those down.
On the wing, Irving. Offensive rebound. Jordan's shot is off.
And he thought he had a clear path to the hoop, but the defense didn't give up on that play and cut him off.
Hield dishes to Fox. Parker, right side. Goes back up. And Whiteside finishes it off.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
I don't think you want to get loose and sloppy or ease up, but it is time for them to start using that clock a bit.
And maybe, you know, he thinks he can shoot himself out of the cold spell, but I don't think that's the case. Maybe somebody want to tell him to ease up off the threes.
Now Hield. So it's Sacramento picking up the win, and in the win, a comfortable win in what was, I think, a pretty hostile environment.
It really was. You know, it's never going to be easy on the road, but they didn't have too many problems with that tonight.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Jabari, looks like you're getting back in stride, and you have certainly had adversity with the knee injuries the last few years. How have you been able to battle through them?
It's been tough, to tell you the truth, but, you know, the race is not won to the swift, but the one to endure. So I'm trying to keep that motive.
You have certainly endured and thrived, Jabari. Thanks for your time. Kevin, back to you.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll do it, folks. For David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for being with us. We'll see you next time.
Nakita ba kayo? Wait lang. Dito tayo, gagamit na tayo ng tulay. Gagamit tayo ng tulay. Ito. Gagamit tayo ng ano, ito, yung gumugulo.